So part of what I like about the story of Thomas is that he's one of the most famous doubters of ancient times when you stop and you think about it. As a result, I think he can serve as a stand-in for the modern day skeptic. Maybe you listening right now, or my guess is if you're like me, I know quite a few people. I mean, who's not skeptical of a man coming back to life? I mean, that's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty darn big deal. Interesting, too, another observation, and I've had a chance to go through the Gospels again quickly here in this message and my prep time for this, and we just don't hear anything about Thomas after his arrest, okay? He's nowhere to be found after the arrest, the trial, the crucifixion. So it's when Jesus comes to the disciples on that first Easter evening, it's not surprising, if you caught our story, Thomas isn't even there, okay? And so what he hears about others say about Jesus being alive, let's be honest, he's not impressed. Rather than accepting his friend's testimony, Thomas lays down the conditions for his belief. Whether you're a Christian or not a Christian, you probably, again, you've heard this story. I want to touch where those holes in those nails went through his body. I want to touch and put my hand aside where the sword pierced him. So he's an ancient doubter, but he's kind of a modern day skeptic as well. But could there be another reason? Is there another reason that's going on maybe here? Well, I was thinking about this. Obviously, Thomas is one of the 12 disciples, so he's loyal, and I wonder if, like so many others, his hopes were dashed. You ever have your hopes dashed again? You feel so down and out, everything just doesn't work out. It works out the opposite way that you think it's supposed to work out. I wonder if that's what happened to him on the crucifixion. And so when the other disciples were saying, he's alive, I wonder just maybe if Thomas is thinking to himself and saying to them, don't get my hopes up. I'm not going to believe unless I touch him and see it, the power. Ever been there with anything? So many reasons why today people are critical. And I get it, cynical. I mean, it's harder to be cynical these days. A modern world viewpoint, dead people don't rise, from and become alive again. But I'll tell you there's another reason. If you ever know people who have been through a lot, bitterness can set in, and disappointment, and a disposition towards no hope. And I wonder if that's where Thomas was at. I don't know for sure. I'm only just kind of trying to put some pieces together, but I wonder, because that's where a lot of us can be sometimes. But despite all of this passage shows us Thomas moving from deep doubt to one of the highest professions of faith. It's just, you see this incredible from deep doubt, moving from deep doubt to this highest profession of faith. In verse 28, John 20, he tells Jesus, my Lord and my God.